channel. Today it's a good news for all Linux, especially Ubuntu lovers. So the Ubuntu 24.04 Plucky Puffin has been launched. So in this video we will see what's the support available for this operating system and what are the versions available and what's the hardware requirement for this, then what's the new features in 24.04, then what's the difference between 24.04 and 25.04, and we will see what all the differences. So let's start with this video. Hope you like this video. So on May 2025 the Chronicle released Ubuntu 24.04 Plucky Puffin. As you can see on the screen, this is the official logo of the operating system. So let's start with, so the lifespan of this operating system is Ubuntu 24.04 will be supported for 9 months, and this is an interim version. So this will be supported till January 2026. If you need long-term support, we recommend you to use Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, which is supported at least until 2029. So what all the versions available with this? There are two versions, one is desktop and one is the server. So in the desktop version, it is the fast, free and full new features available. The latest release of Ubuntu desktop delivers new tools and enhancements for developers, creators, gamers and administrators. Replace current operating system or run Ubuntu along with it. So what's the minimum hardware requirement? So it requires minimum 2 GHz of processors, 4 GB of RAM system memory and 25 GB of free hard disk space. So the ISO file of this operating system will be of 5.9 GB if you want to download the ISO file. So you can download this ISO file directly from the Ubuntu website. If you can search for Ubuntu 25.04, you can able to download. So the server version is also has 9 months of security and maintenance updates till January 2026. So the minimum hardware requirement for this is 1 GHz processor, 1 GB of memory and 2.5 GB of free hard disk space. So the ISO file size will be 1.9 GB. So let's discuss about Ubuntu 25.04. This is the latest interim release of Ubuntu 25.04, which brings performance enhancements across a broad range of hardware. On 17th April 2025, Chronicle announced the release of Ubuntu 25.04. The codename for this is Plucky Puffin, available to download and install. Ubuntu 25.04 delivers the latest GNOME, which is GNOME 48, with support of triple buffering and an improved install and boot experience. Plucky Puffin combines the very latest in open source desktop technology with a focus on making high quality development tools readily available on Ubuntu. Ubuntu 24.04 delivers performance improvements across Intel GPUs and new purpose-built ISO and ARM 64-bit hardware enthusiast. So this operating system will be available for ARM-based processor as well. So let us discuss what's the new features available in Ubuntu 25.04. So the main highlight of this will be GNOME 48 in the desktop versions, which brings the user experience improvements. Ubuntu 24.04 GNOME 48 in line with Chronicle commitment to ship the fresh GNOME release possible. Among other enhancements in GNOME, this version brings new features like preserve battery health mode and helps extend the lifespan of laptop batteries by optimizing charge cycles. The new well-being panel provides screen time tracking. Ubuntu gains HDR support out of the box. Plucky Puffin ships with Papers as a default new PDF reader. Papers offers a more modern design, improved performance and more user-friendly experience. So the Ubuntu 25.04 ships with the latest Linux kernel 6.14. So this release delivers the latest Linux kernel following Chronicle new policy. Kernel developers can now make use of new scheduling system and systemd and netplan. So this has the enhanced installer and boot experience. The installer delivers an improved user experience for those installing Ubuntu alongside other operating systems as well, with advanced partitioning and encryption options, as well as better interaction with existing BitLocker enabled Windows installer. So the new applications will be cutting edge toolchains and packs. Ubuntu 25.04 comes with the latest toolchains such as GCC, a snapshot of upcoming GCC 15. It's an updated version of Python that is 3.13.3. it comes with LLVM, now default to version 20. Rust toolchain default version to 1.84. Golang is updated to 1.24. OpenJDK version is 24 GA and 25 early access snapshot also available. So it has improved network management controls, and you can see here on the screen hardware enablement highlights. Canonical continues to enable Ubuntu across broad range of hardware, and introduction of a new ARM 64-bit desktop ISO makes it easier for early adaptation and installation of Ubuntu desktop on ARM virtual machines and laptops. So this is the highlight, and this is the major development in Ubuntu, which supports ARM processors now, which along with Intel and AMD processors. So if you are talking about the updated applications, the updated Firefox will be 25.137. LibreOffice will be shipped with 25.2. Thunderbird will be version 128, that is Supernova. GNU image manipulation program will be 3.0, 64. Now we will discuss what's the difference between Ubuntu 25.04 and Ubuntu 24.04. So release types and support lifecycle. Let's start with the release type and lifecycle. As you must know, Ubuntu 24.04 is a LTS, long-term support release, and it will be supported for 5 years until 2029 with optional extended support for 10 years. So for the optional extended support, you need to buy the license. So we will discuss this in the next part of my video. On the other hand, Ubuntu 25.04 in an interim release with support for only 9 months until January 2026. If stability and long-term maintenance are your priorities, note you need to go for 24.04 is the safer choice. That's because it's a LTS version. Now proceed to the new step below to get more details and differences. Desktop environment upgrade in Ubuntu. Ubuntu 24.04 ships with GNOME 46, which introduced smooth animation and better get setting controls. Ubuntu 24.04 upgraded to GNOME 48, which enabled Windows management, improved file manager UI, faster system responsiveness, and better support for HDR display. If you are a fan of bleeding edge technology desktop features, GNOME 48 in 25.04 is a notable upgrade. So if you talk about kernel and performance enhancements, Ubuntu 24.04 is based on Linux kernel 6.8, but Ubuntu 25.04 runs on new Linux kernel 6.14, which improves hardware compatibility, especially new CPUs and GPUs, power efficiency on laptops, and file system speed and reliability. The performance improvements are subtle but beneficial for newer hardware. You can also upgrade Linux kernel on Ubuntu 24.04 by visiting the upgrade file. In my next video, I will be showing how to upgrade from Ubuntu 24.04 to Ubuntu 25.04 in my next video. To watch my next video, I will be showing you the step-by-step steps how to upgrade from 24.04 to 25.04. So display server is VLAN by default. Both versions use VLAN as the default display server, but Ubuntu 24.04 has further VLAN stability fixes and extended support for higher refresh rate monitors and multi-GPU setups. If you had issues with VLAN in Ubuntu 24.04, you may find smooth results in 25.04. Security and system tools. Ubuntu 25.04 introduces a security center dashboard for managing firewalls, updates, and vulnerability scanning in one place. It also includes Chrony with network time security, NTS for encryption time syncing. While Ubuntu 24.04 is extremely secure, Ubuntu 25.04 gives you easier tools to monitor and manage it all. Development tools and compiler optimizations. If you talk about Ubuntu 24.04 brings a newer dev tools including GCC 14.2, Python 3.13.2, Rust 1.84, and Go is 1.24. It also compiles most packages with O3 optimization, enhancing app performance. It is a greater option for dev looking for faster builds and up-to-date tool chains. Now let us see if you really want to upgrade from Ubuntu 24.04 to Ubuntu 25.04. So the support durations of, you can see here, Ubuntu comes with 5 to 10 years of support, which is LTS. Ubuntu 25.04 is an interim version, so it will comes with 9 months of support. The GNOME version is 46 in Ubuntu 24.04, whereas in 25.04 it's GNOME 48. Linux kernel is Linux 6.4, and in Ubuntu 24.04 it's the latest version 6.14. The security enhancement, it's standard, but in 24.04 is new security center NTS. Performance tweaks, I said earlier, if you want a long-term support and a stable version, stick with 24.04, it's a stable one. So in 25.04 it's compiler 03 faster desktop. Target audience, so if you are in an organization or enterprise, so if you want a long-term support, stick with Ubuntu 24.04. If you want a faster updates and if you want to experience new features timely, then you try Ubuntu 24.04 for the power users and testers and developers. So let us see which version is better, Ubuntu 24.04 or Ubuntu 25.04. Ubuntu 25.04 Plucky Puffin is a feature-rich, high-performance release that gives you the taste of what's coming new in the next LTS version. However, it's best suited for those who like staying on the cutting-edge technologies or want the latest software packages to be updated frequently and okay to upgrade every 9 months, because this is the interim version, so you will not be getting the LTS version. If you are running Ubuntu on a production system, server, or mission critical workstation, stick with Ubuntu 24.04 LTS as your safe bet. So that's all in this video. So that's a good news that we'll be getting in the near future the LTS version of 24.04. So we'll see the new upgrades when it will be coming. So this is it, friends. So hope you like the video. Please comment if you need any further details regarding the new Ubuntu 25.04. I will try to help you out. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you, friends. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you.